today. From Los Angeles, California, this is the National Football League.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Throwing first play is Lance. He gets it to Cooks. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard, pushing his way inside the 40. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A give to Pollard, running left. Fighting him off. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Pollard will take it up the gut. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll send Cup in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys.
Frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Stafford now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nakua, 28 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Lance. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A final shot before half for Lance. Buying, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. That was for the best. That brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half, one touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They're looking to submit it to their team. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and see. This is ours.
So they start the second half here with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you run the football. There should almost be quotes of the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's a good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. As he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
The second half is better for him than the first. They got to find a way to get him involved. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Rams ready to go on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready. Black. 95.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, here's Lance. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Come on, set, sticky, green.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with the incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, it's Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to have another first down here as the remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his own.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Micah Parsons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he's got it to about the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Lance looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.